Thank you for being here. I'm going to share with you one of the most common and most dangerous traps that even seasoned speakers fall into. It is the trap of winging it. That is, showing up unprepared and trying to improvise your way through a presentation. This is the classic, I'll just figure it out as I go along mindset. Now, in the moment, it feels freeing, but it inevitably leads to rambling, tangents, and a complete loss of focus. You know what? The audience picks up on it immediately and begins to tune out. Let me share with you a hilarious, relatable scene that plays this whole event out. And I think it will make this trap really clear for some of you. Imagine this. It's the Avengers. It's Endgame. The Avengers are assembled and they're trying to figure out how to reclaim their Infinity Stones. Captain America turns to Thor and says, "Thor, what do you know?" And here is Thor's response.
Where to start? The ether, firstly, is not a stone. Someone's called it a stone before. It's more of a kind of an angry sludge sort of a thing. So someone's going to need to amend that and stop saying that. Here's an interesting story, though, about the ether. My grandfather, many years ago, had to hide the stone from the Dark Elves. Ooh. Scary being. So Jane, actually. Oh, there she is. Yeah, so Jane was an old flame of mine. You know, she stuck her hand inside a rock this one time, and then the ether stuck itself inside her, and she became very, very sick, and so I had to take her to Asgard, which is where I'm from, and we had to try and fix her. We were dating at the time, you see, and I got to introduce her to my mother. He was dead, and oh, you know, Jane and I aren't even dating anymore, so. As these things happen, though, you know, nothing lasts forever. The only thing that...
Why don't you come sit?
I'm not done yet. The only thing that is permanent in life is impermanence.
Awesome. Eggs? Breakfast?
No, I'd like a Bloody Mary.
That is what happens when you wing it, when you freestyle. Well, what I'm going to go into now is the fixes for this particular trap. In a movie, it's hilarious, but in reality, it is disastrous. So let's fix it. So what is the antidote? How do you fix the freestyle or wing it trap? The answer is very simple. You have to rehearse and practice like your life depends on it. Practice, practice, practice. That is the only way to overcome this particular trap. Now, there are three elements you can focus on when you are practicing. Number one, you need a core message. Number two, you need structure. And number three, you have to practice, practice, and practice again until you have it internalized. What is the core message in the Infinity Stone matter with Thor? One, what is the reality stone? He was trying to explain what it is. That's the core message. Number two, what is the structure? Now, that's where he really could have gone into the history of the stone. Well, how it's really not a stone. It's a sludge, as he calls it. And number three, practice, practice, practice. Get it down to the core. And this way, when you are ready to deliver your speech, it is second nature. Avoid the wing it trap. It is tempting because you may have rehearsed the speech and you may have given the same speech some time ago and you're now delivering it again and think that you can wing it. No, never try to wing it. There is no shortcuts. In fact, the longest distance between 2 points is a shortcut. I'll admit that there are times when you have to freestyle or wing it. I remember I was at a conference and the keynote speaker unfortunately could not make it. A friend of mine who was one of the organizers of the conference knew I was in the audience and asked if I would step in and deliver a message. I was fortunate that I had a message ready to be delivered, and the audience was one of which I was familiar with, so I was able to adapt my message for the audience and deliver effectively. However, that should not be the norm. You need to make sure that you practice, that you respect the opportunity to present to an audience, and show your respect by the amount of time that you put in of preparation. Private practice determines public performance. My name is Rod Patterson. I'm the author of Guard Your Gate, Simple Steps to High Productivity. And on this platform, we talk about leadership, culture, and faith. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as we continue this series on the 7